All righty.
All
So
right.
it's a minute after 7, but we started on time because we started before 7.
Exactly.
So the party was
So,
starting before 7.
exactly. So, good evening, everyone. I am Sheila Porter.
I am Grace Thompson.
And I am Dwayne Day. And we are your hosts for this evening. And welcome to the AACUC Mentorship Program Mixer. I do want to first let everyone know this is just flavored water. So if you hear me slurring, it's not because I'm drinking anything other than water. I'm going to set that straight right now. All right. So before we begin, we do have a few general announcements to share with you. If you experience technical issues during this session, please feel free to send a message to our tech team in the chat located at the bottom of your screen. Okay? So we also invite you to share your conference experience and commitment on our Instagram and social media using the following hashtags. Hashtag AACUC 2021, hashtag bold, mindful, brave, hashtag commitment to change, and hashtag C2C 2021. Alrighty, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get started.
Give me
So,
two
go ahead.
seconds, Mr. Dwayne. Hold on.
Alrighty.
As you admit a few more people there, we've got more folks coming in. So
No problem. Yeah, I'm trying to help you. I see that they're coming in. They're coming in. So I'm right there with you.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and admit them before we get started, that'll be perfect.
Okay.
I'll do that. I'll take care of that.
You'll
Okay.
take care of that?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. So let's wait just 2 seconds so we can get more people in before we get in there.
Okay. So how is everyone feeling tonight?
Great,
Wonderful.
great.
I was going to say now we've been in this whole Zoom, WebEx, and all this for a year now. So everyone know, take yourself off mute first to speak. All righty. So tonight for the mixer, again, for us, we like to have a little fun and we like to keep it serious. So tonight is going to be a fun event. So we're not going to be a stickler for, we're going to maintain some professionalism, but, every now and then I'm going to go off. I like to have fun. I like to enjoy. And it's 7 o'clock at night and I'm normally get ready to go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm just going to enjoy this late evening that I'm going to have. So Grace, Sheila, you guys ready?
Ready?
Almost.
Okay. So what we wanted to do tonight with the mentees and the mentors is just have a little fun, okay? And through this fun, we're going to learn a little bit about some of you if we don't already know about you. Does that sound great? All right, I see the head nods and everything. That means yes. All righty. So Sheila, what's the first thing we want to do tonight?
Don, we're gonna play a game.
Oh, I like games.
All right.
Yes.
That
me
goose
share my
hide go
screen.
seek?
No, it's called the Skittles game.
Skittles. Okay. All
All
righty.
right.
All righty. So Skittles game. Has anyone ever played the Skittles game? Yay, nay?
No.
No.
All right.
Okay.
So let me introduce you to the Skittles game then. So what the Skittles game is, we're gonna roll the dice and the Skittles is gonna land on a different color. So these are the different colors, of course, of our favorite candy, the Skittles candy. When we roll the dice, and if it lands on red, it's gonna be, what you're gonna answer is, what was your first job? If it lands on blue, you're gonna answer, what are the attributes of your best manager or mentor? If it lands on pink, we're going to start with, what was your least favorite job and why? Okay, if it lands on yellow, what is your ideal job and why? And of course, my VPN, And then if it lands on green, this is Dwayne's favorite question. What is your favorite happy hour time and why? Okay.
There's 24 hours in a day.
All right, everybody ready?
Okay, so how are
Okay.
we going to go about this? How are we going to select who's going to go and answer and go next? How are we going to go about that?
You look at the names and you call somebody out.
So I'm just going to call someone out. All righty. All right, now help me remember if I didn't already called you, because you know, memory after 7 is short term for me.
I will keep track of who is on.
All righty, so let's start off with Christopher.
All right, let's roll for Christopher. All right, Christopher, it looks like we're going red. What was your first job, Christopher?
A busboy at a seafood restaurant.
Ooh,
Busboy
which
at a
restaurant?
sea-
We need info. We need
It was called Captain John's in Maryland, and I worked there for 2 years. I think I started when I was 13 as a busboy.
Okay,
Ooh.
and I know Captain John.
Do you really?
Yes, I'm a Marylander.
Well, and you know
Yes.
where Cobb Island, Maryland is, and that's where I grew up.
Okay, okay.
Is that blue
I haven't
crab?
had good seafood in a while. Is their food still good?
No.
Okay. As
Go
with
to
everything
Annapolis.
else.
Go to Annapolis.
Okay. All righty, well, Christopher, thank you so much for that. All righty, so we're going to go with Danielle McNeil.
All right, Danielle, you're green. So what is your favorite happy hour time and why?
My favorite happy hour time would probably be, well, if it's the weekend, not a weekday, but if it's the weekend, it'd probably be around, I'd say 11 o'clock
Oh, PM or AM?
AM or PM?
PM.
Oh, PM.
But on brunch days, it would probably be AM, but
Well, you're gonna be ready for Kevin's late night tonight then. You'll be the one of the folks being able to
Oh,
stay
yes.
up. Now,
Yeah, she's just getting ready at 11 PM.
Yeah.
Most of us in phase 2 are asleep at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, all righty, so I'm going to call out Latanya Allen.
I knew it was coming.
I know. All right, let's look, Tanya. We're going with yellow. Please tell us, what is your ideal job and why?
That's difficult. My ideal job.
What's that dream job?
I really don't have a dream job, but I guess I aspired to be a CEO one day. So whether it's at a credit union or my own business, that I guess I could say that would be my ideal job. Why? That's a good question. I can't really give you a why right
Because you want to be the boss, that's why.
if it's a CEO in a credit union, I guess I could say being passionate. I do know for me, being as that is one of my dreams. What I'm doing right now as I grow in leadership is to learn what I will do and what I intend not to do, based upon the things that I've seen done to others as well as in some sense myself. But that would be my why, because I'm passionate with helping people.
All
Okay.
right. I think you
That would
got,
be my why.
you got another passionate person there that you can, a CEO that really can provide some great examples to you. She's drinking from a pink cup right now. No. That I almost choked, but
Caught her off guard.
yeah, but we have some amazing examples of CEOs that you can definitely, this mentorship program is about networking, is about learning about each other, connecting with people. And so you have some amazing people that you can connect with here. And like I said, we've got a great example of a CEO that is also a passionate people person.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. So again, a great opportunity to, take names and network to say, hey, let me reach out to this person. All righty, so let's see here. Let me get some guys in here. Michael Dove. Let's see, what color is he going to get?
Mr. Mike, you're blue. So what are the attributes of your best manager or mentor?
Manager, I would say absenteeism, not being around. No, I'm joking. I would say the best attributes that I found in a manager is, I guess, I would maybe say relationship management, relationship building. When you have a manager that, I do a lot of problem solving, if you will. You have a manager that has strong relationships across an organization, or even across, beyond the organization, with vendors and outside folks, outside organizations. There's always someone out there that can help you and help you get over a problem. And guess what they do? They introduce you to all those connections and those network. So when you have a manager that really takes time to build their strong network, have good relationship management skills, especially if you stumble a little bit, and they can come and go, hey, you know what? I know that was a problem. Let me, I could be their ambassador. That's always been good for me, especially in a lot of work that I've done, that any manager that I've seen that has strong relationship management, strong network, and maintains that and trains me on that has been, my top skill set that I've seen.
Okay,
Amen.
okay.
Definitely have to agree with that. And we see it, of course, some of the most successful people we've seen at the conference. That's what they do. They're out there networking. They're building the relationships. Again, that's what this conference is about. That's what Renee's been trying to build in us, and AACUC is building in us, is to build relationships, to be able to go across any aisle, any credit union, any industry, et cetera, and have someone that you can reach out to for advice, for information. That's what this mentorship program is about, is helping you to build those relationships. So
Yes,
love it.
indeed. Okay, let's go with Celeste.
Okay.
All right, Celeste, let's see. Oh, you're getting red. And red is, what was your first job? Miss
Oh
Leslie?
my God. My first job was working at my father's, he owned a property management company in New York, where I'm from. So my first job probably drove his assistant crazy, because it was just a busy job. And I had to write figures on something. I'm sure I got it all wrong, but that was my first job. Sorry to say.
So
Not
I
that
do
interesting.
I have a question, because you say it was your father's business.
My grandfather's,
Your
actually.
yeah, okay, and you was just writing stuff, but you didn't know what you were writing. So did you eventually get fired, or did you
Yeah,
leave?
well, eventually, interestingly enough, my father got me a job at a little neighborhood supermarket. What he didn't know is that it was actually run by a former Nazi. So that's a story in and of itself. But
Got you.
yeah, but I learned, and when this was, I'm not going to give my age away, you actually had to figure the cash you had to give people back yourself. It didn't tell you, $3.14. You had to actually figure it out. So yeah, that was my first experience with money.
Wow.
Got you.
Okay, I just got to ask though, was the Nazi actual Nazi or Nazi-like? Like actual Nazi, like?
Well, he was very Nazi-like.
Okay.
And I don't know if we have any New Yorkers on, but this all took place in this cute little town in upstate New York called Chester Heights. So not too far away from Mount Vernon or Bronxville. I see someone here is from New York. I don't know if you're familiar with that area. That's very close to where I grew up.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. Well, let's see. Kennedy B. Let's roll the dice for Kennedy B and see what we need to be told.
We got red again. What was your first job, Kennedy?
It was working on my father's farm. We had crops, and then we would sell them at the little hut at the bottom of the road.
Aw.
So on my 10th birthday, my father said to me, congratulations on double digits. Now you go to work. So, yep. So I started working the farm when I was 10. I did everything that I could to avoid killing the chickens. But that was not my forte. So, watch it, chopping their heads off with a hatchet, and that wasn't me. But so I ended up having to pluck the feathers.
Ugh.
Been
If
there, done
anybody's
that.
done that. So, but growing up on the farm was a wonderful experience about work ethic and doing your chores and whatnot. So I was very blessed to kind of learn that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Kennedy, I've got to agree. I grew up on the farm, and I tell people, you should not use the expression running around like a chicken with his head cut off until you've seen a chicken with his head cut off running around. You really should not use that. And then I can't wait, just some of the wisdom that Maurice was dropping at the YPS today about his farm life and growing up on the farm. So it was just, I'm the same thing. I'm a farm girl to this day. Go back to my dad's farm every couple of weeks. And and Maurice said that his secret weapon was you couldn't outwork him. And I think when you come from that farm stock, it's like that. You have learned to work from before sun up to past sundown to get stuff done. And you can't leave stuff undone. So I think like you said, that work ethic definitely comes into play there.
Spot on.
Okay. All right, let's go with, let's see. Janie Bright. Let's roll the dice.
Oh, got red
Let's do
again.
it. No, I'm tired of red.
Let me see. I don't know if my dice may be, what you call them. I'm gonna have to redo my dice. We'll call out
Oh
a
my
number.
good. We got some rigged dice I see here.
I know it's rigged. I'm gonna call out yellow.
We're gonna call out yellow. Okay. So I'm sorry, who did I call?
Janie Bright, myself.
Okay.
Jamie?
Okay, so what's my ideal job?
Yes.
So, and this is not just something to say here, my ideal job is working with local government, federal credit union, because it's not just a job, it's my passion. Doing something that I know is going to help improve someone's life. So I'm destined to be in this job. And I really couldn't imagine working anywhere else.
Wow. That is fantastic. That's amazing when you find that dream job. That is a true blessing.
The passion. The word is passion.
Mm-hmm.
She said it's her passion. So again, I believe many of us, what we do is our passion. So I love that word. Let's go with Christian.
All right, Christian, we're going pink. What was your least favorite job and why?
Christian is still on mute.
Oh no, is this better?
There we go.
Yes.
There you go.
There it
You're
is.
good to go. Yep.
So all of my roles I haven't really had a problem with, but as a branch manager, you have a lot of other duties as assigned. And so probably my least favorite job as branch manager was we had a member who had a situation in the bathroom, and there was a member who came in and said, hey, that's got to get cleaned up. And I had to grab some gloves and get on in there. So that's probably my least favorite thing that I've had to do.
Wow.
As a branch manager?
Good
Oh
times.
no. Wow. Okay.
Hey, we do whatever it takes, right? We get in there and do whatever it takes. Wow.
Well, the
It really
person that
helped me get
used
back to my place of humility. It helped me get back to a very good, humble place.
that's what you call going above and beyond.
It definitely is. It
Because I
definitely
would have said, can you go to the gas station next door, please? Okay, Aaron, let's go. Let's have you answer green.
Green. What is my favorite happy hour time? as soon as I shut off the Zoom light,
Yes, yes.
which I spend entirely too much time in front of. And Dwayne, I got to say earlier, I did not recognize you because normally when I see you, you're all buttoned up with the suit, the tie, all the things, and you're looking all fresh with your nice polo on.
I think
now
I'm gonna
you're-
do polo.
You're sipping a flavored water.
It really
Sure, I
is
like this side of you,
flavored water.
Dwayne.
Flavored
This is
water.
good. I like it.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, it's, you know, in the virtual environment, I couldn't tell you the last time I really put on a full suit and tie. I think 2019 has been the last time.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Well,
yeah, it's different.
whole new world.
Yes, I think I get in more trouble outside of the suit.
Well, that's all right. It's okay to get in some trouble, but maybe that's a conversation for another time.
All righty. Let's see, Byron, I see you're on the line. Let us see, what is your least favorite job and why?
Well, my least favorite job, when I was a freshman at Bowie State University, I took a overnight job working for UPS, and we had to unload the big tractor trailers. And for a part-time job, you had no break. You had to work 4 hours. It was from midnight to about 4 or 5 in the morning. And then I had to get up to go to class at 9. So those people that drive those trucks, they have a very important, hard job, and I wish them the best. I would never do it again. Because you had to unload your own tractor trailer by yourself. So it was only like 2 people. And it had a constant conveyor belt that never stopped. And I said, oh, I will never do this again.
You know, I actually did the same thing, and I don't know if everyone knows that the tractor trailers, right? You would think you go in the tractor trailer, you unload it, and you're done. No, they're tractor trailers. You can open up the floor, and there's boxes underneath the floor of the tractor trailer. And I could stand down in there, my neck, it'd be up to my neck in boxes. It was a nightmare. I did it for Christmas, so I know what you're talking about.
I did it for the holidays. That's exactly what I did.
Well, I did it. I was a 5-star loader at Fulton Industrial in Atlanta for UPS. So I know a lot of 2,000 boxes an hour.
Okay. And I'll jump in on this one too. So I was doing the same thing at the post office for a few years. So we got plenty of experience in that regard for this call.
Hard-working brothers.
So what I see is you all did hard work and transitioned that hard work to our industry. We say thank you.
Yes.
You work in one of those trucks, you have no choice but to do this work here.
That's right. And it's no air conditioning in them trucks.
Okay.
No, nothing. Nope.
Okay.
Or a heater.
There you go.
Okay.
Hence the reason why we all have office jobs, most of us.
Hey, I tell them it's the reason why we go to school.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay. So something else that we wanted to do, you know, again, we're trying to do something different, but at the same time, hopefully learn some things. I mean, what I've learned so far is we have 5 people that have unloaded trucks. Now, I'm a city boy. I ain't never unload no truck. I hire movers. So I guess I don't do too much hard labor, but again, what we're trying to do is make a connection and really learn more about each other, or just really see what we might have in common with some of our fellow mentees or mentors in this program. So the next thing I want to shift to is, and I'm gonna ask for volunteers. And I guess the way to do this is, I guess you could raise your hand. Let's see. If you raise your hand, I can call on you, because, or would it be too rowdy if I say whoever starts speaking first? Which way?
Let's everybody start speaking first.
Okay, we're doing that. Nope, not that, but it's been said. That's the way we're going. They said it. Okay, so what we're going to do is you have 2 options. You can share your best mixed drink with us, or you can share a success from this mentorship program. So whichever one you want to share. Who wants to go first? Matter of fact, I'll go first. So my best experience actually comes from this mentorship program. And the reason why I say that is when Chairman Sewell was the former chair of this committee, he and I for almost 2 years worked on trying to revamp the mentorship program. And I remember sort of getting upset with him because things were moving slow and I was getting a little impatient. But something happened somehow, some way. Renee did some finagling and all of a sudden I'm the co-chair of this committee and we get things moving. And I guess I'm saying, I just like the fact of being able to take something that I wanted to help the organization build and get out of that, we got to do this, go this, and being given the authority to take it and run. And I've been able to take it. I've been able to partner with Sheila, because it's not just me, and Grace, and we've been able to run and really develop this program. So that's my success from this program that I wanted to share. So best mixed drink or success from the program. Anyone want to share?
I'll
volunteer.
share.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Celeste, what a coincidence. My boss spoke right when I was going to speak.
Go ahead, Delane. Go ahead, Delane.
We're always connected in some way. So I won't share my mixed drink. I'll share so far being a newbie and being part of the conference. And what I've taken from it is that there's just so many good pieces and so far from the second day, right? So many good pieces of advice and wisdom. And what I've probably learned in the past, I want to say maybe 10 years, is how when you share the goodness and the good that comes to you and from what you've learned, and you could pass it on to the next person and the next generation, and just pass that along with kindness and getting nothing more out of it than just sharing with another person. It really just, it dials into everything that I've learned the past few years, like I said, and just how would you say, what I've seen, in so many of these people within the conference and the mentors and the speakers, it's just goes, it's so true in everything that I've learned. And it holds true to, the goodness in people and what we're really going to get out of this conference. And I can see it's, it's going to be such a good thing. So that's what I've learned so far in seeing that goodness in the people and wanting to share with others and to help those who are new to this to be able to take that to the next step in our careers and in our lives. So much appreciated and already so much good that I see.
Okay, so Delane, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so now I don't have the best memory, but are you on my mentor or mentee list?
I'm not, Dwayne, but I don't think so, unless Celeste.
No. So I'm hoping that you will be on my list for 2022.
Yeah.
So I have your name written down. So definitely be on the lookout, because we're starting next, the next program. We'll be sending out the invites in November.
Okay.
So I have your name written down because I'm going to be looking for your application coming across.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good, Dwayne.
All righty. All right, so who next? Who wants to share their best mixed drink or a success from the mentorship program?
I'll go next.
Okay.
My name is
Who
Bettina
is
Kennebrew.
who is I?
My name is Bettina Kennebrew. You can't see me because I'm on my work computer and it does not have a camera. I apologize.
No problem.
I'm going to share, instead of a mixed drink, because I don't do that anymore. I'm going to share what I'm enjoying about the mentor-mentee program. I'm enjoying it just for the simple fact that I'm gaining a lot of knowledge that I would not gain in my current position with my employer. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning that there are a lot of beautiful, smart, intelligent people that are willing to share their knowledge without question and help you steer yourself in a direction that's going to work best for you by just providing you the knowledge and allowing you make the choices that you want to make. So I appreciate the mentorship program for that, if for nothing else.
Okay. Well, I so thank you for that feedback. And again, we'll be wrapping up this session in a few months, but one of the things that we're hoping is that we can get a few participants who wouldn't mind sharing their testimonial either in written form or in video. Because to me, I think the success can come when we can see individuals sharing the excitement that they get from this program. So hopefully you'll be willing to share that with us.
I don't mind at all.
Okay. All right. Anyone else want to share? Best mixed drink. Now, I do need some mixed drinks in here, you know.
All right, I'll share my mixed drink.
Okay.
I'm having it now, I'll admit it.
Moscow
Because 4 o'clock is my happy hour because I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm on the West Coast. So this is a Moscow Mule that my husband makes me every night at 4 because I do go to bed at 7:30. So, and what's in a Moscow Mule is vodka, of course, lime juice and ginger beer, but this is diet ginger beer.
Diet ginger beer.
I'm very calorie conscious. But the other thing that I wanted to mention is I have been a mentor all this year, and I cannot tell you how happy I am that I spoke with Grace and she hooked, she put me with my mentee because I am sure I've gotten more out of it than she has, but maybe she won't say that, but it's an amazing thing when you give. It is an amazing thing when you give because you get back twofold. That is true. And I want to thank you guys for having this program. And I truly, truly want to do it again. And Delane would be wonderful because she gives so freely of her time as well. And Water and Power wants to do whatever they can to support AACUC. And I thank you.
Thank you, and we appreciate that. And anyone else who you want to recommend to this program.
Okay.
Because again, it really is meaningful. And when we can all give back, it just makes the organization stronger.
That's right.
Okay.
Christopher has his hand raised, Dwayne.
I was going to say, I see a hand raised, but it doesn't have a name.
Christopher.
Oh, duh. I couldn't see. Go ahead, Christopher. I apologize.
That is all right. Now I'm gonna put my hand down. So I have to say, I was so excited by the opportunity to apply to be a mentor. Going into it, I was like, oh, I hope they pick me. I hope they pick me. So that when you reached out to me and said, we'd like to talk about this, and you did your interview with me, I was so excited. And that excitement has not stopped. I meet with my mentee every other Friday. It's usually the last meeting that I have of the day. And it's truly a mentor-mentee program because I feel like I'm getting mentored a little bit. There's just so many things that I'm relearning and re-experiencing, so many things that I listen and go, oh my God, I know exactly how that feels. And then have to button my lip to not say, this is what you should do. But I'm sure my mentees probably going, but you do sometimes say, this is what you do, but I can't help myself. But I truly enjoy this. And if the opportunity comes up again, I am definitely going to do it because I've thoroughly enjoyed just reinvigorating myself, but more importantly, pouring into someone else who is so deserving and truly like listens and then repeats back. And I'm like, I said that? And it feels so good. I mean, it really does. It's good for your soul. It just is.
Christopher, hey, thanks a lot. And honestly, I can tell you, it has taught me as well, you can go through all the different management program, higher education, but it's something when you're just mentoring someone else, it teaches you that discipline to really listen. And for me, it's one of those, I'm not meant to be the problem solver. It's really, we're going to talk about this and having the person self-discover. And it has been helpful to me because I find that I'm actually a better manager because it's allowed me to really take that element and say, with my staff, I'm not going to solve this problem. We're going to talk it through. So definitely something I can attest to. I'm learning from it as well. All righty.
I saw Mr. Fordham's. I think your hand was up, wasn't it? Yes, there you go.
Hi, good evening. My name is Sylvester Fordhams. I'm a supervisor here at PSCU. We do the fraud detection for many of our credit union member owners. I'm not a part of the mentor-mentee program. However, what I've gained from being a participant here in the conference has been an immeasurable level of respect and intimate knowledge of processes, procedures, people, and the breadth and depth of their knowledge that I wasn't exposed to previously. So I want to thank you for that opportunity. And I hope at some point I'm able to contribute more back.
Well, Sylvester, I have your name down and you said with PSCU?
So I'll be
Yes, sir.
tracking you down. So
I was getting ready to say, I know someone that will be definitely tracking you down.
Oh yeah, you know that.
Yes.
You know that. And Mr. Dwayne, I'll add my mixed drink. Break it up with a mixed drink recipe now.
Okay.
I have to go with a mosquito. So a mosquito is a Scottish mojito. I found it when we went to Scotland. So with a regular mojito, you still do, and I'm also a Moscow Mule lover, Miss Celeste. So, but the mosquito, you start with your muddled mint. So what I usually do is take my mint and I put it in a little bowl and put a little sugar in there. And you could take a spoon, or if you're really into it, you have your own little muddler and you crush it together. Now you put that into the bottom, you put your ice in, that into the bottom of your glass. And then you're going to add, instead for mojito, it's usually rum. But with a mosquito, you're going to add Scottish whiskey.
Okay.
And you're going to have a little bit of sugar water, so that mint and that, I forgot to say, with the mint and the sugar, add a little lime juice to it. It'll make like a little minty sugar water. And then you can top it off with anything, like Celeste said, like with you could do a ginger beer. I like to do a little ginger ale to cut it a little bit, because that Scottish whiskey is going to have the mosquito's going to have a bite to it. I'm going to just tell you, it's going to bite you.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, now I have that jotted down, but I might have to call you.
Oh yeah.
To make certain I do it right.
Oh yes. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I had to add a little recipe in between here for you.
Okay. So anyone else want to share their experience with I have a few hands up, so let's go ahead with Mark.
Am I not on mute? Okay, perfect. So I'd like to share my thoughts on the mentorship program so far. I am with Bill Kennedy here, and just want to thank him and everybody else for setting this up. Going into it, I've had a goal of becoming a CEO, and Bill's really helped me kind of craft that a little bit better, from taking it from a 5 to 7 year plan to probably a 3 to 5. And Bill, I didn't share this with you, but it's probably going to be a little bit sooner than that of actually starting to look. So it'll be the things I kind of picked up from Bill is taking it from looking at what I do just within the community and for the credit union movement, and taking it really from a CEO position of my own personal service corporation that just adding value into literally everything that I do, and then trying to be present with everything that I'm at has really helped me grow and become more confident and then speak up in certain situations. There's other things that he kind of went over, so I don't want to steal all of his thunder and all of his insights. I feel Bill would gladly share that with anybody on the call. But without this, it probably wouldn't have given me the confidence to start asking for certain things. And when you need a referral, I'd love to give it to you better than this rambling on that I'm doing right now. But thanks to everybody for putting this together. I know it means so much for me. I know the other mentee isn't on here, but we talk on a regular basis too. And we've learned so much from Bill. And thanks again so much for the program.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for sharing. And Bill definitely is an individual with experience and knowledge. I know a couple of weeks ago, I was having dialogue with him through LinkedIn about board and his article about younger board members. And it was just one of those where it's like, okay, I never really thought about, but just a different perspective on things. So thanks, Mark, for sharing. Stephanie, I see your hand is up.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I'm not part of the mentor program, and the only thing I like to mix my liquor with is ice cubes. And so
hardcore.
Yeah, I'm a tequila girl. And I just want to say, I was privileged to be one of the people selected. They had a contest at where I work at Dover Federal Credit Union. What inclusivity means to me, and I won. So that's how I got to be here. And I was so excited because for the last few years, I've followed Renee. She has really been somebody that every time I would Google something or do a report on DEI, her name would pop up. But I was looking for that gem from her, which shone brightly, but it was so many other gems. It was like I walked into this cave with all these diamonds. And I'm one of those people who are, sometimes I feel like I'm a racehorse on a trotter's field. And I just have so much going on. And today, it all came together for me, especially when I heard Maurice Smith. Everything that he spoke of and Renee spoke of, I wished I could just remember verbatim and just punch it in my head to go over every day, because it's me. And it let me know that I'm on the right path and that I'm going to get there. And I'm got along in the tooth. I'm not one of your youth people that y'all all were talking about today. I'm 63, but I'm getting ready to bust something wide open.
Okay. Well, Stephanie, I'm hoping you wouldn't mind busting something wide open next year as a mentor or mentee in our program. Because I think if you to Google Renee right now, it would say join the mentorship program, because again, you have the experience that you can help someone else be successful. So I hope you don't shy away from us.
No, I'm not going to shy away. In fact, Mr. Law has already reached out to me and made sure that we make a connection.
There we go. That works for me. All righty. Thanks a lot, Steph. Aaron, I see your hand is up as well. Uh-oh.
You're on mute, Aaron.
If I can get through a whole day without doing that, it's amazing, but it never happens. I always do it at least once. Anyway, I'm going to double dip. So when it comes to liquor, I'm a purist. So as Renee can attest, I like a little bit of vodka on occasion and also single malt scotch. So yeah, that Sheila, that does sound like it would bite you, that mosquito. I'm more of a just put it in a glass and I'll just drink it plain like that. And then in terms of the mentorship program, so I've had the great privilege to be a mentor in 2 different mentorship programs that AACUC has run this year. And they've both been just a terrific gift to me. And so my mentee here, much of what I've heard from others today applies to me in my experience. Just to have the opportunity to connect with her, it has to be late in the day because she's working in a call center that is very, very busy. And so we fit it in when we can, when she can, and we don't have that much time, but she is like a sponge and just writes everything down, has lots of questions. We kind of set what she wanted to do at the beginning, but then it took a different course as we got to know each other better and trust each other more. And like you said, Celeste, I have gotten so much out of this, way more than I think either one of my mentees has, because they have taught me a lot about being fierce and brave and all those kind of things. So sign me up, I'm in.
Thank you. I have you jotted down.
I'm sure you do, and you'll be after me too if I don't do all the things.
But the great thing about this program, it's what we wanted to make certain is that it wasn't something where it was a bunch of roadblocks, but giving the mentee and the mentor the ability to define what works well in regards to that relationship. And what I find is you have people that have different schedules, and it's working primarily towards the need of the mentee. And that's the part that I can appreciate. I know one of my team members is actually in this program, and he told me that they started off weekly, and then they started, dwindling to 2 weeks, because once they built that relationship, they felt that, okay, let's start having, some space in between when we talk. So again, the great thing with this program is we didn't want to say you have to do X. We just wanted to say we would like for you to do this at least this many times over the course of X number of weeks. So again, thanks for sharing. And anyone who's not part of the program, again, I will make certain that if you are interested in the program, Renee, what can you guys do for us to make certain that we get a way for people to express their interest in the program?
There is an email that they can email, and I'm not sure what that is. Is it mentorship program? It's gday@aacuc.org.
There you go.
I guess that's one way you can do it.
That's what I was going to say. Just go straight to the source.
There you go. That easy email. There you go. Easy one.
I guess you could email me. I'm just be honest, I'm not as responsive with the AACUC email because I check it not as frequent as my 9-to-5 gig. Let me just say that. The gig that pays the bill, I check that email a little bit more. But email me and I'll definitely be able to send you information, dday@aacuc.org, for anyone that might be interested in the program. Okay, let's see. I see one more, Hank Christian.
Hi, thank you
Hey
so
again.
much. Hello, I did unmute myself. So I just wanted to say I am a mentee in the program, in the AACUC program. I met Mr. Renee at the 2020 GAC before the world shut down, and I met Mike Mercer at the Hall of Fame AACUC when he was being inducted. And Mike actually told me about the mentorship program and said, you should really apply for it. And I was kind of like Chris said, I was like, oh, I hope I get picked. And Christopher Lawrence is my mentor. And when I tell you, this is like the best thing that I ever could have experienced. I would encourage anybody to go through a mentorship program. I have learned so much. Bless Chris's heart. He has seen me ugly cry more times than I would care to admit. But he he has been so empowering, so kind, very challenging, and really a person who can hold up a mirror and show me those things of, hey, what about this? What about this? He is the second person that gets a phone call when I have good news or bad news. The first person is my mom, and the second person is Chris. And I just consider it a tremendous blessing that we were paired up together. It has been fantastic, and I couldn't say, I can't say enough about the value that this has brought. And somebody mentioned it earlier about the relationship part. Chris has introduced me to so many people within the credit union space, outside of the credit union space, just to grow that network and those connections. And I'm so thankful for him. And that's all I've got. But he's wonderful, and I'm appreciative, and thank y'all so much for putting this together. And I'll be more than happy to share a testimonial or anything y'all need, because this is just a tremendous program.
Okay, Chris, thank you so much for sharing. And Chris had put in the chat that you're going to make him do the ugly cry.
So Dwayne, I have a drink that I'd like to add in there. It's what I call a black sour jack. So it is actually an amaretto sour with a shot of Johnny Walker Black, shaken, not stirred.
All righty. Anything to tame that down some? Just
Nope.
That's too strong for me. Okay. Well, it's 7:52, and we're about to wrap up. But before we go, I just want to let everyone know that we have a few after-hour sessions. And Renee, I'm gonna pick with you, because this says at 9 o'clock you still gonna be up. Now, have you taken your nap? Because you know you go to bed 15 minutes before I do, and 9 o'clock is past both of our time.
When Celeste said 7:30, I was like, I hear you, sister. So I did have a nap earlier, but I have another break. So I'm going to set my alarm, and then I'm going to set my phone, and I'm going to set Alexa. Yes, Dwayne, I use Alexa, and I'm going to set that so I can make sure that I'm up, because the last thing I need to do is to not be on time for Kevin Martin's late night. Oh my
Don't do that, Renee.
All righty, so we hope that you all can join Kevin and Renee at 9 o'clock. And for the late night with Pablo and Juan.
So what's happening is, what's really exciting is that we have the YPS track, and we've added the NALCUP track. So we're really trying to be inclusive and help our sisters and brothers of a lighter hue have a platform for their membership. And so we decided that they wanted to do it together, but I said no, because the topic is colorism. Black folk have enough to talk about for colorism, and Hispanic Latinos have enough to talk about colorism. We don't need to muddy the waters. Let's get our stuff talked out first, and then we can come together. So that's why the two different platforms. However, you are welcome to go to either one that you want to, because they're both going to be exciting and invigorating conversations. I'm a little bit scared, but I may have to go track down some amaretto sour and a little jack, so I can be have some courage when I have the conversation at 9 o'clock.
All righty. So as you all can see, partnership, as Renee say, helping our fellow partners of a lighter hue, where we all have some of the same challenges. So to know that they have a voice here at the conference is something great to know. Thank you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to take an hour of your day to just have a little fun. Grace, Sheila, anything you want to say?
Thank you so much. It was really nice. Glad that you were able to participate, and we look forward to seeing you at the next mixer.
Exactly. And it was just learning about everybody again. Maurice talked about that at YPS. It's like, and Mike, as he talked about that relationship building, finding what that common element is, having a conversation with somebody face to face, that ability to learn, the ability to help others. That's what this program's about. That's what the AACUC is about. That's what this conference is about, is building that relationship and networking. And of course, having a good time.
All righty. That's all I have. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of the conference. The official kickoff is tomorrow. So I hope to see many of you in some of the other sessions. Thank you all so much. Have a great evening.